Hello dear children, welcome in English literature class. Today we will do another poem, Break, 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 which is written by Lord Alfred Tennyson. So this beautiful poem, it is written by the poet on the death of his friend Arthur Hallam, and the poet is in grief. When he wrote this poem, he is in grief and he want to express his thought on the death of his friend, but he could not express those thoughts. So through this poem, he tried to explain some of his thought on the death of his friend and how he feels on the death of his friend. So Lord Alfred Tennyson is one of the most popular English poet. This poem, Break, 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 it was written in 1834, and this poem expresses Tennyson's grief over the death of his best friend Arthur Hallam. The poet is quite young and his friend is also quite young, and he died at a very young age. That's why the poet is grief-stricken here. The shock of Hallam's death impressed upon Tennyson the value of youth. To emphasize this idea in the poem and to express the agony he suffers at the loss of young Hallam, Tennyson present image of youthful joy. So during the youthful, how a person needs a friend, and at that stage, if a person loses the friend, then how he feels, he presented through this poem here. The agony that he was suffering, he at the death of his young friend, he expressed here. And Tennyson presented image of youthful joy, the fisherman's son playing with his sister and the sailor lad singing in the way. How the youth, they express their joy, he also tried to express through this poem. But the poet is very, very sad over here. So the theme of the poem is there, nostalgia and melancholy. Nostalgia means when you think about your past life and you feel sad about that. And melancholy is the condition where you are in pensive mood, you are depressed. Okay, so the death, so how this nostalgia and melancholy theme, it is expressed here. On the death of Arthur Hallam, the poet is feeling very sad. The poet's feeling very sad and he is emotional also, and in that sadness he wanted to lament on breaking of the relation with his friend here. So this poem, it is titled here Break, Break, Break. Very suitable title it is given here. So it is used as a metaphor here. As a metaphor it is used to express the poet's sadness here. So this poem begins with three words, break, break, break. So these three words, break, 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 it expresses the poet's emotion. So he is standing on the seashore and listening to the sound of the breaking stones. He is listening, and then he wanted to express his emotion also, how sea, it is throwing its water to the sides and breaking the stones, but the poet cannot. So what he said, break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea. So what he is saying, he is referring to the sea. Sea is used here as a metaphor. So which poetic device it is used here? Metaphor it is used here. So he is referring to the sea, standing on the seashore and referring to the sea. You can break, break, break thy grey cold stone with your water. You can throw your water everywhere. And I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. And what the poet says here, and I would that my tongue could utter, and the poet, he is unable to express his feeling here. He also wanted to express his feeling. Okay, I would that my tongue could utter. He also wanted to express his feeling, the thoughts that arise in me, the grief. Thought here stands for the grief, the anxiety that also arise in me on the loss of his friend. He wanted to express, but he could not utter that. Oh well for the fisherman's boy that he shouts with his sisters at play. So what he said, oh well means it's fine that the fisherman and fisherman's son and his daughter, fisherman's son and his sister, the son's sister or the daughter of the fisherman, they are shouting and playing. Okay, they are shouting and playing and they can express their thoughts. Oh well for the sailor lad. So oh well, it is used here as a phrase. It means that it's well, it's good that they can express their joy, how they are feeling. So what he said, oh well for the sailor's lad. So first he gave the reference of the fisherman's boy and then he gave the reference of the sailor's lad. It's well, it's good for them that they can express their joys. They are enjoying, okay, they are in jovial mood, that he sings in his boat on that day. Sailor's lad also, fisherman's boy also, those who are doing their work, it's very well with them, very good with them that they can express their joy. And the stately ship could go to their heaven under the hill. So what he wanted to say here, stately means the huge ship. Okay, the huge ship, and heaven, it is used for the port here. So this heaven under the hill, it means that the port which is the destination of the majestic ship. Okay, hugely, or you can say huge or majestic ship, it's the destination where they can go. The fancy stately ships pass by the speaker and head to their heaven or the protected port here. To their heaven under the hill means they can go there to their safe place. But oh, for the touch of a vanished hand. So vanished hand means the disappeared. So he is referring here to his friend with whom he cannot touch, with whom he cannot have the relation now. The poet, he is lamenting, crying over his friend's death. So what he said, but oh for the touch of a vanished hand. So poet is lamenting on the death of his friend with whom he cannot converse anymore, cannot talk anymore. And the sound of the voice that is still. Sound of the voice means he cannot hear the sound of his friend nowadays. Break, break, break. Now again the poet is shifted again to that mood. What he said, break, break, break at the foot of thy crags, O sea. So what is the meaning of crag here? Crag means steep, protecting rocks. You can touch your waves to the foot of that steep or the projecting rocks here. But for the tender grace of that day is dead, will never come back to me. So will never come back to me means the days which he spent with his friend, they will not come back to him. They will not return here. So the poet, but the tender grace of the day that is dead. So he is referring to the past when he enjoyed the days with his friend. And now when his friend is dead and he mourns means grief stricken on the death of his friend with whom he had vanished. He had vanished the happiness of the old good days here. So of that, a day that is dead means the day that is past when he enjoyed with his friends, and now those days are vanished, and along with that his happiness is also vanished from there, of those old good days. So I hope that students, you have understood the poem. So one of the poetic device that is used here, that is paradoxical. Okay, so to where it is paradoxical is used, and I would that my tongue could utter, and the second one is there, but oh for the touch of the vanished hand. So what is this paradox? So this paradox is an elegy. Elegy means the poem that is written on the death of a person. Elegy is a poem that expresses the sadness, or a song that expresses the sadness at the loss of a dear one here. So this poem was the poet's first published elegy on the friend of his, on the death of his friend Arthur Hallam here. So these two lines are used here as paradoxical, where the poet is lamenting or means crying on the death of his friend. So what he said, he wanted to express his thought but cannot. So that's why here the reference is given. From these two lines we can come to know how the poet is missing badly his friend. So what are the paradoxical two lines here? Oh, and I would that my tongue could utter, but oh, for the touch of the vanished hand. These two lines are presenting the loss of his loved one friends. So these are the paradoxical here. So the theme of the poem is there, nostalgia and melancholy. Poem is written on the death of his friend, and it is a kind of elegy, where the elegy is a poem where the poet expresses feeling of sadness on the death of his beloved friend. I hope this poem is understood by you. Thank you everyone.